Hey guys, so welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I haven't been on here in like literally months, kind of a mix of school and literally like forgetting about this. I'm sorry about that. But today's video, we are going to be discussing the Grammy nominations, because first off, the Grammys are probably like, I don't watch TV ever. Like I would just watch YouTube, like I watch Schitt's Creek and award shows, and that's kind of it. And occasionally the news, like if something big happens, but that's it. So today we're going to be going over the Grammy nominations. Yes, I'm still on this, and yes, my hair looks bad. Forgive me about it, please. Anyways, so I'm gonna be going for the main categories, the pop categories, the R&B, maybe the hip hop categories if I have time. Anyways, so we're going to be starting off with the general field, which is record of the year. I looked at these this morning, but I was like half awake, so I don't remember any of them. Black Parade by Beyonce, Colors by Black Pumas, Rockstar by DaBaby, Say So by Doja Cat, Billie Eilish, Everything I Wanted. That song is nominated for everything. It's not even that good. Like everything, actually no, Everything I Wanted is not bad. But like there's so many, like, Don't Start Now better get the Grammy. Circles by Post Malone. Won't be surprised if that, well, no, it's not a great song. It's one of Post Malone's better songs, in my opinion, because I'm not a Post Malone fan. But I don't hate that song. It's not, ooh, that's hard. Okay. Don't Start Now, Savage, or Say So. Because, first off, I'm going to get into this later, but The Weeknd deserved at least 10 Grammy nominations. Like, that man had the biggest album this year, arguably. Like, After Hours was huge. Like, you could not escape it. Like, even in the middle of, like, the pandemic craziness, that album came out. You could not escape that album. And then there's Blinding Lights, which is probably the biggest song of his career, biggest song of this year. Honestly, one of the biggest songs, like, in years. Like, that song's, it's been on the top 10 for, like, a year at this point. That's insane. So, I love Dua Lipa, so I'm gonna say Don't Start Now, Savage, or Savage, because Megan Thee Stallion, that's my girl. I love her. Obsessed with her new album. I might make a review of it. I'm probably gonna write about more political stuff. That's my girl. I love her, and I love Beyonce, and that song's so good. I love that song. Or Say So, because I love Doja Cat too. I've been a fan of Doja Cat for years. So, like, I've been a fan of her before she, like, blew up, if that makes sense. Like, since probably, like, mid-2018. So I'm also voting for Doja. However, you're up against stiff competition, so right now I'm gonna say Dua, because Don't Start Now is probably one of the best songs to be released within the last, like, 5 to 6 years. Don't know if that's a controversial statement. Album of the year, Chilombo by Jean Aiko. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I hope I'm not butchering it. I have never heard that album. I know a few Jean Aiko songs. Is that how you say her name? I don't know. Black Pumas. They're nominated in everything. Who the hell are Black Pumas? I mean, they probably deserve it, but, like, who are they? Everyday Life by Coldplay. So basically, suburban mom music. DeJesse, Volume 3 by Jacob Collier. Who the hell is Jacob Collier? Woman in Music Part 3 by Haim. Future Nostalgia, better get it. Future Nostalgia doesn't get it, I will be very mad. Post Malone, Hollywood's Bleeding, and Folklore. I think Folklore's gonna get it because the Grammys love Taylor, and Folklore, like, that was a moment. Like, you could love or hate Taylor. You have to agree that, like, that album coming out was a moment in time. Like, I remember that day, like, explicit, like, it's, like, almost like I remember that whole day, because that was insane. I was on Twitter that entire day, like, freaking out, because, like, oh my god, like, Taylor Swift album releases, they're like a moment, you know, like, there's nothing like that. And when she did that, like, she, like, upped the hype around Taylor Swift album releases, that are usually there by, like, 10, so that was insane. And I'm not even, like, a huge Swiftie. Like, I'm a casual fan of Taylor. But, like, that was a moment. Song of the Year, Black Parade, which is, Black Parade, it's not, I like that song, but, like, it's nominated in everything. Like, I feel like some others, like, Blinding Lights deserve to be in all of these categories. Period. The fact they didn't nominate The Weeknd for anything, like, that's probably one of the biggest snubs of Grammy history. Like the only bigger one, the only one that's like equivalent to that is Teenage Dream being snubbed. Ooh, I was hoping Katie would get a nomination. Actually, no, Katie got nominations for like Teenage Dream. She got like two, and she lost all of them for one of the biggest albums in decades. That's another topic. I was hoping Katie would get a nomination, even though Smile was like a huge album. Like I was rooting for her. The Box, that's always big, so I wouldn't be terribly surprised. Cardigan's gonna get it because they love that. They love Taylor. Circles, Don't Start Now, Everything I Wanted. Why is that nominated? Everything. She has like other songs, doesn't she? I like Billy, but like, girl, I Can't Breathe by her. If the World Was Ending. If the World Was Ending, You'd Be Over, right? That song. It's not that good. It was big on TikTok, but like, how was that song of the year? Don't Start Now, better get it. If not, The Box, because that song was big. Like, you could avoid that song for months. Or Black Parade, or Cardigan. Cardigan's probably going to get it. Actually, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Don't Start Now got it. I guess Don't Start Now has that down. Best New Artist, Ingrid Andress, Phoebe Bridgers. I feel like Phoebe Bridgers has been around for years. She's been around since like 2014, hasn't she? Chica, excuse me. Promise I don't have COVID. I don't know. Chica, I don't know who that is. Noah Cyrus. Noah Cyrus has been around since at least 2017. Why is she nominated? Should have nominated her in like 2018. D Smoke, don't know who that is. Doja Cat or Megan. I see Megan's nominated. K-Tronda or Megan. Doja Cat or Megan better get it. I'm gonna say Megan should get it. But like, I feel like Doja's been around longer than, well no, Megan's been around for a while, but like, she wasn't like this famous, but like she's been famous for like about 2 years, so, and Megan really only blew up till like summer last year with Hot Girl Summer and everything. So I think Megan should get it, but I feel like Doja's going to get it. Best Pop Solo Performance, this kind of made me mad. There's only one song that's nominated that made me bad. Yummy by Justin Bieber, one of the worst songs of all time to ever be released ever. Say So by Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, and Watermelon Sugar, and Cardigan. If you replaced Yummy with Blinding Lights, I would be happy, more than happy with this. But they had to put in Yummy. And oh my god, Yummy is like literally one of the worst songs of all time to be released. Is it like, well no, this is even the pop categories. Oh, this best pop solo performance. Blinding Lights is a pop song. I don't know why they're nominating it in R&B categories and other award shows. Because it's a pop song. Like, have you heard pop music? Is it just, I mean, people say, I honestly might be because he's a black artist. Like, that's a pop song. It's like saying Only Around the World by Rihanna's R&B. Like, no, that's clearly a pop song. I don't know what y'all are hearing that makes it R&B, but that's a pop song. Don't Start Now should win. But I wouldn't be mad if Say So wins, and I think Don't Start Now's gonna win, but maybe Say So, honestly. Like, see, Say So, if Yummy is a pop song, or Cardigan's a pop song, then why isn't Blinding Lights? I don't know. Maybe this is a main category. Maybe I'm just confused. Best pop duo, Un Dia, One Day by J Balvin, Dua Lipa, Bad Bunny, and Taney. I don't know who that is. Intentions by Justin Bieber, Dynamite, BTS, Rain on Me, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, and Exile with Taylor Swift and Bon Iver. This is hard to predict. I think Dynamite's gonna win because they know if Dynamite doesn't win, BTS will literally, like, their fans are rabid. And I'm not like some BTS hater. Like, I don't really listen to them, but I've heard Dynamite. It's a nice song. I like that song. So I'm gonna say Dynamite's gonna win, but I think Rain on Me should win because I am a hardcore Lady Gaga fan, and I've been a hardcore Lady Gaga fan since years, like for years. So I think Rain on Me should win. But I'm pretty sure either Dynamite's gonna win, if not Exile, because they love Taylor. Which I'm not dragging Taylor, but... Okay, I think Best Pop Vocal Album. I'm gonna skip that other category, because I don't know who any of those people are. Because it's, like, classical artists. Best Pop Vocal Album, which is Changes by Justin Bieber. That was literally an auto-tune mess. How is that vocal? Like, what vocals are you hearing? All I heard was auto-tune. Chromatica by Lady Gaga, Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa, Fine Line, Harry Styles, or Folklore, Taylor Swift. I mean, Folklore isn't really a pop album, is it? It's like alt. Fine Line kind of deserves Future Nostalgia or Chromatica. Chromatica because I'm a Gaga fan. And people say it's worse than it is. The era kind of sucked. With COVID and everything, that was not, like, the era was very inconsistent. But just because the era was bad does not mean the album's bad. As Sour Can't, like, there's so many good songs on Chromatica. I don't know what y'all are hearing that makes you think it's a bad album, because it's a literally good album. I think Future Nostalgia is gonna win, though I think Chromatica kind of deserves it, partially because I'm a bit biased towards Gaga. And then I'm gonna see if there's anything else. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go into. I don't have too much time left that I have to film this because I have to go do stuff in a little bit. But I'm gonna do on the R&B categories because Chloe X Halle, I think it's Halle. Alternative, Vegetable Cutters. I don't know who the rest of those people are, but Vegetable Cutters better win for Best Alternative Music Album because that album's great. Best R&B Performance, Beyonce, Jane Aiko, I think it's Aiko, Jacob Collier, Ty Dolla $ign's the only person I know in there, Brittany Howard, and Emily King. I don't know who most of those people are, so I'm gonna say Beyonce better get that. Best R&B Song. I think this is where Chloe X Halle, I think Beyonce might win that one. But Do It deserves, oh my god. First off, Ungodly Hour deserved Album of the Year because that is an amazing album. Like, Tipsy, Busy Boy, Do It. I mean, is Do It really like that R&B? It's like R&B pop. I feel like I hear a bit of a pop. It's pop-ish. Like, it's like R&B pop, yeah. But they deserve it so much because they're so talented, and I'm glad they're getting more recognition now. Because I love them. Oh, but Best Progressive R&B Album. Already you can just say Chloe X Halle deserves. Okay, so now we're done with that. I'm kind of rant about this. Some of the snubs. One of the biggest snubs that everyone noticed was The Weeknd. Like, huh? How? He literally had one of the biggest albums this year. The biggest song, arguably, Lightning Lights. That's the biggest song this year. Fight me, if not say so. And you're gonna tell me he's not nominated? I like Beyonce, but she got 9 nominations. She didn't release an album. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion because I love Beyonce. I'm a stan of Beyonce. But The Weeknd deserves Beyonce's nominations. If Beyonce released an album, I would be saying, oh, Beyonce deserves it. But The Weeknd deserves that, okay? Like, he's had a huge year. He's doing the Super Bowl. And what Beyonce, she had Black Parade, she had the Dark Skin Girl video, but, like, that's kind of it. She did Savage Remix. But The Weeknd deserves it so much more. So I'm really mad about that. Nicki Minaj made a tweet that has stirred up some people. She was 100% right. I'm a Barb. I kind of stand 90% of the music industry, actually, but I am a hardcore Barb. First off, the fact she didn't win Best New Artist in 2010. I mean, she had some stiff competition, but Bon Iver? Like, who are they? I only knew about, are they a band? Or is that one person? Like, I only know, don't drag me like Bon Iver stands. But, like, they did a Taylor Swift song. That's kind of it. Like, what else did they do, ever? So she just her Best New Artist in 2010. And then the fact the Pink Print, which is an amazing album, her best album, one of the best albums of all time, arguably. She didn't get a Grammy, and I think it would be eligible in 2016. So 2016. Like, give Nicki Minaj a goddamn Grammy. Like, I mean, maybe it was because she was blacklisted after the 2012 performance, but that was a good performance. And that was not the first controversial Grammys performance out there, so I don't know why they banned her. So, give her the fucking Grammy. Like, also, Best Pop Duo, like, you could have done the Say So remix, because that song was huge. Like, that was a moment. Like, why was it she not, like, you could have just, like, you let Beyonce get a nomination for Savage. Why not give Nicki a nomination for Say So? Like, that doesn't add up. Like, she's done so many huge collaborations this year. Why doesn't she have a Grammy nomination? Explain. Explain. I would like an explanation. And who else? I think Gaga was a bit snubbed. I think Chromatica deserved a nomination for Album of the Year. Literally fight me. Who else? Rina Sawayama. Ooh. I don't want to make this video too long, but Rina. If you haven't heard Sawayama by Rina Sawayama, pause this video. Go stream it right now. Pause it, like, right now. Go stream it. It's one of the best albums this year. Oh, that album is immaculate. Immaculate. And I didn't expect her to get a Grammy nomination, but, like, I was really hoping she'd get, like, an album nomination for, like, Album of the Year, at least. Especially because they have a bunch of, like, smaller artists in there that aren't, like, charting artists, like Rina. Like, you could have given it to her. You could have at least given her, like, Best Pop Vocal Album or something. I think she's submitted Grammy nominations, too. I think Gaga was snubbed in several categories. But I'm not mad about her nominations. Who else was snubbed big time other than The Weeknd, which is the biggest snub, like, up there with the biggest snubs in Grammy history. Like, even just, oh my god, I don't know. I might make a whole video on that. But yeah, we know the Grammys are tasteless, and people are gonna say they don't mean much, but, like, they kinda do. Like, they kinda do. Yeah, anyways. So, nominations, they're okay. I'm glad Jewel got nominated, because I was scared she would get snubbed. Because that's Future Nostalgia. That is a immaculate album. That one was huge. It's probably the second biggest album this year, like, other than After Hours. Don't Start Now was everywhere. It was everywhere. And, like, it's one of those few songs that, like, it was on the radio so much, like, that, like, you heard it all the time, but, like, it never got old. Like, there's some quality about that song. Like, I've listened to that song probably, like, 200 times at this point. And, like, I'm not tired of it still. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on this year's Grammy nominations. Sorry about it being kind of, like, rough, but, like, I don't have that much time to, like, film it. And I'll see you during the next video, and I think I'm going to start uploading more, because there's a lot to talk about right now, like, politically and musically and stuff. So yeah, like and subscribe, dislike if you hate it, dislike if you disagree with me, and I'll see you during the next video. Bye.